G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video here we're going to be going through the team building guide for the new TEQ Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So absolutely appears to be insane and he just brings the hype. So before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the team building guides. I do these for all the new units that come out and EZA as well. So jumping straight on into it here, for his details, you can see we've got a number of teams, in particular teams like Movie Bosses, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Planetary Destruction, and then a new category in Uncontrollable Power, so that'll come for part 2 we would assume. So Broly's going to help out a ton of good teams here because he's not really restricted. For his links, this is for Full Power Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. No point for turn 1 because you can go straight into this guy in turn 1. So for our links, we've got Saiyan Warrior Race, Shocking Speed, Berserker, Prepare for Battle, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Makes me sad that he gets the Super Saiyan link, but not the Super Saiyan team. So for our 6 linking partners, we got the TEQ Broly, both transformed and untransformed. He's a unit that I would presume will EZA during the celebration, so that could be a pretty insane rotation to run there. We've got the STR Full Power Broly. He's not runnable at this point, but thought just may as well include him. And then we've also got the AGL LR Full Power Broly, who's going to be one of this Broly's best friends for sure. In terms of our 5 links, we've got the STR Goku Vegeta. We've got this Broly when he's untransformed. So, say if you've got a rotation with like both of them on the first rotation, you could easily transform one and rock them together as just a flat rotation. We've got the STR Beast. We've got the Legendary Super Saiyan Int Broly, who we know is going to be getting his EZA throughout the celebration, so hopefully he's really good. That'd make things very, very easy. We've got the Physical Super Saiyan Trio, the other new unit to drop, and then also the Int Super Saiyan Trio too. So then we move into our 5 linking partners, and you see Broly's got a lot of super style units that we do link with, which makes it a little bit tougher. But anyway, that's fine. We got the TEQ Goku. We got a lot of units that need to EZA, so we may as well go through them. We got the TEQ Goku Gohan. They could be crazy on EZA. We've got the Int Namek Goku, who we know could EZA at any time, really, and he'd be a pretty impactful EZA, I think. The Physical Z Duo, they're still good with their ability to go into the standby. They get the orb changing, the big defense. They're still runnable. The AGL Super Saiyan Duo, they're just a unit. We're going to have to wait for the EZA. Same with the TEQ Goku and Vegeta, and then we've got the TEQ Broly and Trunks, who are a orb changer. So free-to-play unit that's an orb changer is always really, really valuable. We move into our 4 linking partners here, and this is where we've got the TEQ Super Saiyan Vegeta. As I mentioned, this Broly unfortunately doesn't have Super Saiyan, but we can still get them on teams together. Physical Gogeta, the new Physical Super Saiyan Vegeta when he exchanges from Piccolo. We've got the 2 UI Gokus, the TEQ and the AGL, and then also the AGL Blues. So the AGL Blues lead Power Beyond Super Saiyan, so handy links to share there. With the 4 links, we've got the Physical Super Saiyan 4s, so a unit that will EZA during the 10th anniversary. The same goes for the TEQ Gods, so definitely worthwhile keeping that in mind. We've got the STR GT Duo, the STR Future Gohan, Physical Super Saiyan Trunks, and then also the Physical Godku. Now, Godku's not someone that you're going to want to run with this Broly, because that obviously, bringing too many extreme units does mitigate his ability to get off his entrance animation. So I would love to see them redo Godku's leader skill in part 2, even if it was just a new Pure Saiyans leader. I feel like that would be fire. So jumping into our 3 linky partners here, we've got the TEQ UI, and then we've got 2 units that I feel like we're going to be using a lot with this Broly. So we've got the Physical Broly Trio. We've got the STR Cell Max. So both two top tier movie bosses, options. So that's good. We've got the physical Turles, who's a Pure Saiyans lead for extreme, but he's pretty risky to run there. We've got the Int Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then the STR Turles, who just got their easy Ace, so they become really, really good for the Planetary destruction team. So continuing on with the three links, we've got the STR Super Vegeta, who is also a Pure Saiyans lead. We've got the Int Broly Paragus, who support Pure Saiyans. Physical Boo Tanks, Physical Rose, the AGL Turles, who's not really relevant anymore. But then we've also got the AGL King Vegeta, who is again another Pure Saiyans support. So you can see from this how impactful a new Pure Saiyans leader would be for the team. So the first team that we're going to look at here is a Movie Bosses team. So that is the full 200% leader skill for the TEQ Broly. He's just going to work really, really well by having two of him on a team. So we've got him there. We've got the physical Broly trio. We've got the STR Cell Max, AGL Super Broly, Int Rudigon, and then also the Int Golden Freezer. So for the rotations of this one, I would be going the physical Broly trio with Cell Max. They share a couple of links, predominantly Big Bad Bosses being the main one, but the STR Broly can sit in slot 1 while the Broly trio sit in slot 2. And then you can sort of work the dodges around the orbs around to get that guaranteed dodge. You can give the support to Cell Max as well. So they're a really effective combo there. And then the other rotation, I'd be running the TEQ Broly with the AGL Super Broly. So that's then going to leave a Super Bosses unit on each rotation. So Golden Freezer is going to be effective there because he can get his damage reduction. We'd then also float the Friend Broly. You could potentially leave him untransformed if you wanted to utilize his damage reduction, give you a bit of versatility in terms of you could put him in slot 1. And then we've got Int Rudigon as well, who's pretty much just the last unit on the team. We needed someone that would work well as a floater, so going with the dodging was the direction I thought would work well. So that's the Movie Bosses team, one that is going to be getting a ton of buffs throughout the celebration. So I'm really looking forward to what that team sort of ends up looking like at the end of the celebration once we've got the Part 2 units and Easy A's. So this next team is the Transformation Boost team. So we've got two different types of AGL Broly teams we're going to look at. This one's specifically like a pretty extreme focused one, and we've got a lot of the boos here. So we've got the AGL Broly and the TEQ Broly again. Got physical Boo Tank / Boohan. The Int Fat Boo, who is returning for the first time on Global, so a lot of people would be picking up their first copies of him. We got the physical Kid Boo, who's obviously got that amazing support. And then we've also got the TEQ Mr. Boo, who is the orb-changing damage reduction god. So really valuable whenever you can bring him along on a team. So for the rotations of this one, I'd be going the TEQ Broly with the AGL Broly. As we saw, that's just a pretty established rotation that you can run. And then the second rotation is a bit up to you. You could go Boo Tanks and the Fat Boo, or you could go Boo Tanks and Kid Boo. That depends whether you want to use Kid Boo with his floating support to help out the Brolys, or whether you want to transform into Boohan and get Big Bad Bosses. Either would work. So what you're going to do is float the one that you decide not to run on rotation, float Mr. Boo, and then also float the Friend Broly as well. So I think this team will go really hard. I think it'll dominate a lot of content. I would probably use Kid Boo as a floater just because I'd want to see how much he can truly help the TEQ Broly. So the next team we've got here is a full power team. So again, a different look at the AGL Broly led team, and this one you can really cook with. So, and remember that you can always combine these leader skills as well. You don't have to obviously just use one or the other. So we've got the AGL Broly here, we've got the TEQ Broly. Again, we're going with STR Beast on this one, the Int Evolution Blue Vegeta, the STR Kefla, and then also the physical blue Goku and Vegeta. So as you can see, a ton of offensive firepower on this team. For the rotations, I'd be going the TEQ Broly with the AGL Broly, and then on the other rotation, I'd be going with the STR Beast with the blue with the blue Vegeta, sorry. So from there, I'd then float Kefla and the blue Goku and Vegeta. Blue Goku and Vegeta, they're going to have the orb changing, which is going to be really helpful. And between them and Kefla, like as your floaters, there's some crazy offensive numbers. I'd also float the friend Broly. And yeah, not much really needs to be said for this one. Beast is going to dominate in slot 1 on one rotation. Then we're going to have Broly's dominating offensive force on the other rotation. This will just be a really effective team. And like I said, you could easily change out Kefla or someone else. Like Broly's leader skill just has a ton of options for you to work with there. The next team that we've got is a Planetary Destruction team. It's pretty much it is the full Planetary Destruction team with AGL Broly, because you're just going to want to bring up AGL Broly as much as you possibly can here. It's also almost a movie bosses team with physical Kid Buu is probably another way that you could really look at this one. So this is assuming that Int Broly does get a really good EZA. The way that I would probably work this team would be to run the TEQ Broly with AGL Broly again. Like, you're probably getting sick of hearing about that combo, but it'll be so insanely effective. And then maybe Int Rudigan with the either the STR Tours or physical Kid Buu. Either one would work really well. Maybe STR Tours because he does have the higher damage reduction. Then utilize your Int Brolys as floaters, and the same goes for Kid Buu with his big old support. The main thing is that Int Rudigan is going to act as your as you're dodging a slot 1 for the STR Tours there. So, yeah, another pretty juiced team there. And that is what we filled out with. So I think in terms of teams, Movie Boss is going to become increasingly insane. Cell Max is a bit more limited on a Movie Boss's team because you do need, in terms of like AGL Broly's leader skill, because you do need the specific one type of rotation. But I think this would work really effectively. And some form of AGL Broly's leader skill is also going to be really fire, because you've just got so many options that you could build the team around. But let me know how you're going to be building your teams for Broly. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. And hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.